Hi, and welcome to yet another riding episode. Today I'm riding in the night, as you can see, but I want to give a few disclaimers first. So once again, I'm saying objects appear closer than they are or were at the time of riding. What you see in the video, you would see objects like the cars, me coming closer to them. It's not as close as you might think or see in the video. I've been saying this and I'll keep saying it. I go through between trucks and I'm being told I am riding severely dangerous. Objects appear closer than they are or were. Riding at night is not impossible. You just have to be super extra careful. So I hardly ride at night, and in all the time that I've been riding, I think of all the time I've been on a motorbike riding, I've only rode in the night for about just maybe 2%. And so riding at night, it's not something I do regularly. It's just a once in a while experience. The light in the video, the ambient light you would see, looks dimmer than it was actually in real life. As in what my eyes could see is way, the environment was way brighter than it is shown in this video. The camera I'm using is not the best when it comes to low lights, so it looks like the whole environment is dim and you probably can see things on the road, but that's not how it actually was. It looks, the ambient environment had a better lighting, and so you could see around and see things. Even you can't see my headlight on the road, but I just want to mention it was turned on, it was working, my dim and my high light was working. I feel I should mention that because I imagine it's gonna likely come up in the comment section. So this video was shot on December 31st night, so 2020. This one is from Ajingano to the Kwame Nkrumah Circle. So that's it for this, and so let's get into the video. Remember, these are the disclaimers. Keep in mind these pointers whilst you're watching the video. And so let's get going. So Ajingano here on the left is Pot Belly. The place was lit during the festive season. So we continue on our way, and this goes to join the American House Road, which I think is the Boundary Road. It's officially called Boundary Road. So this is how 31st night looked like, at least from a motorbike's perspective. So on the left is, I think, a Presby building, a Presby church. So there's a new, I think, a pizza joint open just about coming up. It's I think it was completed before the festive season, so it also looked very active. So this is the Ajingano Road, by the way, Ajingano Road. It goes, behind me goes all the way to hit School Junction. So on the left is the new pizza, it's, I think, Pizza Inn opening. It's recently opened, I think less than a month old. So So we come up to the boundary road, and normally I use the left road going to, they call it Vida Cafe, but this time I'm going to go a bit right and then turn left. Immediately on the right side after turning is where you find American House. And then instead of going straight, which will take us to Medina, so we turn right, straight takes us to Medina, but we'll be going on the left, which is going to join the Barileshi Road. So that will take us to Barileshi. Right is American House. Now on the Barileshi Road, we'll take a turn at Melcombe. And so Melcombe and then GH Link, we go right, which will take us to Shiashi. But then we won't continue to Shiashi, we will take a right turn to come back to join the Barileshi Road. So if you're wondering where the street lights are, well, the street lights are not on many stretches of the road, so you have to deal with your car lights or your motorbike lights or whatever you're riding with. If it's a bicycle, you need to get your lights on. So I think on the right side we have Coffee Lounge. Coffee Lounge, yes, not lunch. I think we've passed it or we are coming up to it. It's a Pizza Hut or something. Okay, so straight we go. Okay, yeah, I think pizza something. They also have pizza over there. Straight is going through the Barileshi, but we're going left, and Melcombe is just on the left here. We go a bit forward and then we turn right. Which, if I'm correct, they call it GH Link Road. So we turn right here. Straight here should take us to Shashi. No, this place is, I don't think there are any street lights here, and it's really dark. Yeah, for the most part, like the shops on the left and right kind of like compensate with the lighting here, but it's usually really dark here, especially this stretch of the road. So you see, there wasn't space, and so I did not go. I only move when there is space. So we continue straight to join the Shashi. And yes, there are no street lights also here, so. One of the useful things that helps is having the road markings and the reflectors on the ground. It's super useful for riding. It kind of like guides you so that you can follow the trail. Now, in town riding like this, it's not very critical compared to when you're riding like away from town and you're probably the only one on the road. Without the road markings, it's super difficult. I've had an accident because of lack of road markings. So I really love it when there are road markings, and if there is reflectors on top of that, then it's more like an icing on the cake. It's I don't know if cars make most use of it, many drivers use it, but I love it and I use it all the time. It's super useful and can mean the difference between life and death. Like, so there we're going to see a few barriers. I think this was somewhere 22:30 GMT. So after I think 9 o'clock, there are barriers around in town, and the one we just passed is one of them. So over here we branch to join Shashi, and from there continue all the way to Aqua J Interchange. So this is Shashi Footbridge. There is almost no light to help you know it's actually a bridge, but yeah. So on the left side, we're gonna meet Accra Mall, and there was a lot of decorations and lights going on over there. So this is, I think, Spanner Junction. On the left, we've got yeah. So Spanner Junction is coming up. On the left, we've got Accra Mall with some decorations here and there. So straight, we're going to pass through Airport City. And over here with the street lights, you can see how the whole place is well lit and looks nice. If there are street lights, you know, well lit and the road looking like this, it's super helpful when riding and reduces the risk at least a little bit, compared to when it's total darkness and there is absolutely, the only thing you get to see is the car in front of you or the one behind you. if there are pedestrians trying to cross or something like that, or somebody makes a quick run through the road, it's really going to be hard seeing them as long as they are not wearing, you know, reflective stuff. So we got green and we're good to go. Now you can see the roadside close to the airport is well decorated, and on the left we see trees, you know, with lights and stuff like that on it. That is the main road going through Airport City, how it looks at night. It's a shame the camera doesn't record well in low light, because it looked really nice, you know. I'm the only one in traffic here because the road is pretty much empty. Traffic was very minimal because 31st night, you know, I wasn't even expecting to meet this number of cars on the road, but it's Accra, you know, we never sleep. We are almost at 37.
Take the classic example of two signals closely spaced in a row on a major roadway. If one signal gives a green but the next one doesn't, cars can back up. If they back up far enough, they can sit through multiple cycles at an intersection without being able to pass through until the light beyond clears. It's a frustrating experience for anyone. A signal is inadvertently but significantly reducing the capacity of an adjacent signal. One solution to this problem is signal coordination, where lights can not only consider the traffic waiting at their intersection, but also the status of nearby signals. This is a very common configuration on long corridors with relatively minor but frequent cross streets. The signals on the major road are timed so that a large group of vehicles, called a platoon by traffic engineers, can make it all the way through the corridor without interruption.
It's good to have the green on. Sometimes I think this kind of traffic behavior, as in if they are so close together, they tend to all turn on green at the same time and red at the same time, so that when you go through one, it's expected that the next one is also going to be green, so that you can also pass through to reduce traffic or congestion. Anyway, we are next up to okay, so it's called Jubilee House. Yeah. Coming up next is Jubilee House. Had a few decorations in front of it. And that is the Presidential Palace in Accra. Is the residence and office of the President of Ghana. So that's what we see on the right. Okay, so coming up next is the Aqua J Interchange, and I'm just going to go around it once so that you can see some of the decorations that was happening there. I think on the right is the Dutch Embassy. Yeah. So Dutch Embassy, Standard Chartered we're looking ahead. On the left side is okay, whilst we're going around, on the right side here I think is an embassy. Straight ahead to your right a bit is the Ghana Police Headquarters. Okay, so we've turned around. I just wanted to go around the roundabout just to see the decoration. So here I think we're on the Ring Road headed to Kwame Nkrumah Interchange. And over here to, I don't know if they are street lights or they are not working, that's what you get. But at least there are road markings, so you can still get to see where you are going. This place was choked a bit, as in leading to the interchange. So there is another barrier which had blocked one way of the road, and so causing congestion and increasing the traffic, more like a bottleneck. So. Okay, so we're going to climb up the overhead of the Kwame Nkrumah Interchange. We are currently at Circle, the Kwame Nkrumah Interchange. I'll go and turn around at the Obichebi Lamte Interchange. So that's it with the interchange, and going up right now. I think the City House is on the left. Just down is the Circle station, the bus station. Roads with street lights is a joy to ride on. We've got street lights, we've got road markings. It's super easy to ride, and it doesn't require so much effort to be safe. But you're not gonna get that. Then we just head into the darkness. So riding like this, the road markings, you can see I'm tailoring myself to the road marking on the ground as much as possible, because that kind of guides you on how far you are veering off or stuff like that. I have my headlights on, the highlight is on and everything all right, but the road marking is also like multiple, an extra check to ensure that you are not going off-road or something of that sort. So basically, I go around the ongoing construction of the Obechebi Lamte interchange. I think it's currently in use. It's not 100% done, but the overhead is working and the runabout too is in place. I think it's got a few fixes to be done to get it completed, so you can see a car on top there going. So it's functional at the moment. It's not 100% complete, but you know, it's currently in use. So we'll just go around it and yeah, go back to circle, and that should be for this video. So yeah, basically that's how Accra looks like in the night, especially on the 31st night. Some nights are going to be more choked than this. Other nights are going to be, you know, less, but this is how the Accra looks like on the 31st. Maybe something you don't hear in the background is the songs from nearby churches and the praises happening. You know, it's the 31st night, it's close to midnight. What can you expect? So headed back to Kwame Nkrumah Interchange. Okay, back at the Kwame Nkrumah Interchange. I'm not going on top, I'm using the down part because I was coming to somewhere here to do my distance. Anyway, so this is the lower part of the Kwame Nkrumah Interchange. You know, there's ramps on the left and right, some going on top, you know, crossing. And it's a big interchange actually. So yeah, that's pretty much with this video. Thanks for joining me in this ride. My name is Kofi. If this is your first time coming around to the channel, I make riding videos. This is my first night video that I've recorded and shared. You can let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. So this is Circle, and yeah, that's it from me. Thanks for joining me in this one, and hope to see you in the next. Bye.